Good evening, Greensboro. Friday night, our final session of our centennial year of YMCA swimming Friday night finals. At this time, we will ask that you stand as you are able. Ask the gentlemen to please remove their hats. Our devotion this evening will be offered by Katie Colbert, athlete with the YMCA of Greater Monmouth County in New Jersey.
Good evening, swimmers, coaches, officials, parents, and everyone associated with Y Nationals. The Y is dedicated to giving people of all ages, backgrounds, and walks of life the opportunity to reach their full potential with dignity. The 4 pillars of the YMCA are caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. To me, all 4 of these pillars are based in love. The word love has many meanings, and I'm not referring to passion and adoration, but to a deliberate attitude of goodwill. Love is a verb, a doing word. It is wanting and doing what's best for another. Love gives freely without looking at whether the person deserves it, and it gives back without expecting anything back. Love looks like helping a teammate or even an opponent. It is doing the right thing to help others. Lord, help us to give of ourselves for others, to do what's best for others without expecting anything in return. May we help each other in any capacity. Thank you for the opportunity to compete and bring out the best in each other. May we swim hard and fair. Amen.
Thank you, Katie. If you remain standing, her teammate Ivy Slavinsky will offer our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Mike Leonard to the announcer's table.
So once again, good evening, and this is our last
At this
night.
time, we'd like to recognize our coach of the meet, presenting the award, Mike Leonard, President of the Coaches Association.
The YMCA National Coach of the Meet is presented to the person whose team has an outstanding performance at this meet, and it is voted upon by the peers, the coaches on deck during the week. This year's recipient, the women's team is in second, men's team in third for a combined second place going into tonight's finals. It's my pleasure to award it to Dave Anderson of the Schrader YMCA.
And Dave Anderson from Schrader, coach of the meet. There's a good shot of Dave coming over. Presented by Mike Leonard from the Power Girls. He shot Tiger Shark. So that's awesome. I'm going to say a few words.
Well, it's a great honor, and I've got a great squad and great coaches and great families that support our athletes like everyone else. And it's just a pleasure to be here again. Thank you all. Good luck tonight.
So Dave Anderson, part of several committees also on the national level, but doing a great job with Schrader. You heard some of the stats. And he has been a long-time coach there, producing some very fast athletes, swimmers, and some great young student athletes coming through Schrader, Wisconsin, Milwaukee area. And congratulations, Dave Anderson, on that well-deserved award for this week's meet. Coach of the meet, Dave Anderson. And I'll turn it back over to Bruce momentarily. They'll be lining up for the 1650 here momentarily. We're going to start our meet at 5:15. First event in will be 1650 on the women's and the men's side. And then we'll go into the butterfly, 200 fly, 100 free, 100 breast, and then we'll finish off with the 400 freestyle relays. All the results are on Meet Mobile. They get up there pretty quickly. YMCA website also available, so you can see some fans now in the stands enjoying themselves. As Bruce has got some music playing, I'll turn it back over to him, and he'll take you through these final 8 swimmers in the 1650, heat number 1, and then we'll take you through the mile.
This is our final heat of event 509, the women's 1650-yard freestyle. Soon in lane number 1. Already 9th in the 1,000, 16th in the 200 breast from York, Izzy Pfeiffer. Lane number 4. The fastest seated time, the defending champion, already your national champion in the 1,000, 4th in the 500. She'll be at the University of Arizona in the fall from Emmy Lyons, Ava Sutphin. In lane number 5 from Western Branch, Delaware, Caitlin Fitzgerald. In lane number 6, already 2nd in the 400 IM and the 500 free. She'll swim at the University of Kentucky in the fall of 2024 from Spartanburg, Hayden Penny. Lane number 7, 8th in this event last year, already 6th in the 500, 6th in the 1,000. She'll be attending the University of Akron, a zip in 2024 from York, McKenna Pottinger. And in lane number 8, already 8th in the 1,000 from Farmington Valley Tsunamis, Catherine Beauchene. This is our fastest heat up.
And that is our final heat in the 1650. Brought to you right there by Bruce Griffin, our PA announcer. Championship record 16:04.69, set back in 2013, legendary Danielle Valley from the Sarasota Sharks. There's your lineup again. So Summers in 1, Schneider in 2, Pfeiffer 3, Sutphin 4, our defending champion, Fitzgerald in 5, Penny in 6, Pottinger in 7, and Beauchene in lane number 8. York ladies with 3 swimmers in. And this afternoon, our fastest 3 times. The third fastest time is a 17:19.90. That was Kirsten Dietzweiler. And second fastest time was Bridget Davis from Fanwood Scotch Plains, 17:14.18. And Julia Bartow from Cheshire, Connecticut was a 17:05.64 going out. So those were your top times this afternoon in this mile. So our defending champion, Ava Sutphin, in the center of the pool. You can see her in the red cap, but right away, Caitlin Fitzgerald up there in lane number 5, jumping on it. As we know, Fitzgerald was 4th in this event last year. Fitzgerald now holding 29s. 29.92, only swimmer under 30 points. She's being followed by Pottinger up there in lane number 7. Fitzgerald from the Western Branch, Delaware. Zoe Snyder holding down 3rd down here in lane number 2. Sutphin trying to move up also. And it is Sutphin. So 1.43 seconds ahead of the field right now is Caitlin Fitzgerald. So right there in the center of the pool again, Sutphin. She'll be coming up on the 300 mark. Sorry, that's not Sutphin. Fitzgerald, still your leader, followed by Pottinger and then Sutphin. So Kate Fitzgerald, last year she was 17:02.98, comes in seated with a 16:46, so she's on pace right now for that swim. Last year going 17, so 300 through. He was 350 through, now she's 328. Last year she was 331.69. So she's about 3 seconds ahead of her pace from last year. 7. We'll see where McKenna is right now versus last year. She's at 329.96. The last year she was at 330.66. So 400 through, and field is moving up a bit. Sufton, Ava Sufton, our defending champion. We'll see where she was. Last year she was 16:40.33. And right now through 400 she was 4:00.68. Last year she was 4:01.31. So she's right on pace where she was last year. We'll see how she's swimming. 450 through right now, heading up to the 500 mark. So Pottinger, Sutphin, Fitzgerald. And we know Sutphin won the 1,000. Yep. So 5:01.42 for Fitzgerald. Last year she was 5:05.38. So she's well under where she was last year. Sutphin 5:01.91. She was 5:02 last year, so she's right on pace where she was last year. Now she's kind of moving by, 550 through, 1100 to go. Now your new leader, she's in the low 30s, 30.21 on that last 50. Fitzgerald second, and Pottinger in third. Not much separating the three, only about 7/100ths of a second. Taking a look at those kicks, saving some energy. Sutphin's got about a, take a look again at that kick, but we're 600 through. She is, you got a 4-beat. They got a 4-beat kick going there on those stroke cycles. It looks like up there in lane 7, Pottinger might be 2-beat. But Sutphin, this will be a race. We'll see if there's any separation here as we move up to the 1,000 mark. And we're 650 through. Ava Sutphin over Fitzgerald, trying to break away a bit. Ava was 30.41 on that last 50. And Sutphin last year coming up on the 700 mark, 7:03.30. So she's right on her pace from last year. Now Fitzgerald last year was 7:10, so she's well below that, and Pottinger was 7:14. So those ladies are well ahead of their pace from last year. And we know coming in seated, Sutphin seated first. He was seated first by 11 seconds. And she is through the 750 mark. And we'll be coming up on the halfway point at 33 lengths. We're through 31 right now. You can see that 31 on the lane counters. So last year through this She was 8:04, and she's at 8:04 tonight, 8:04.32. Almost a 2-second lead now over Fitzgerald. And Caitlin Fitzgerald was 8:13, and Pottinger last year was 8:17. That's halfway through now. We are halfway there of the 66 lengths. That was length number 33. Coming up on length number 34, and we are 8:50 through. Sutphin now with a 2.3 second lead. Trying to double up in the 1,000 and the 1650. Ava also, she swam the IM and she was 4th in the 500, 15th in the 4 IM this week from Emmy Lyons, Cincinnati, Ohio. Another year she'll be off to school at Arizona. A nice swim. Very steady in those low 30s. Fitzgerald at 30.82. Pottinger at 30.94. Hayden Penny trying to move up a little bit. She was a 30 point. In 4th place is Zoe Schneider from York in York County. YMCA of the Roses, as they just recently merged there in South Central Pennsylvania with Lancaster YMCA. We'll be coming up on the 1,000 mark, and at the 1,000 mark, last year Ava was 10:05. We'll see where she is this year. Right around that time, if she gets her feet over, should be right there, 10:05. That's where she was last year. So she's on pace to go 16:40 or lower through the 1,000. And on the 1,000, so she was 10:05. Fitzgerald was 10:09. And last year, she was 10:18, and Pottinger was 10:24 last year. Pottinger, look at that this year, 10:10, 14 seconds better than she was last year. Pottinger finished up 8th last year. Fitzgerald was 4th last year. And in 4th place is Zoe Schneider. But Ava, 29.92. So she's going to try to take this last 650, maybe in the 29s. We'll see. She's got her legs into it. Pretty good turns right there. So 11:05. So just ahead of where she was last year. She'll have 500 to go. That's a great head-on shot right there of Ava Sutphin. Nice even stroke. Hands coming right out over in front of basically her shoulder. And we'll see where that is. You can see a little bit wide on that first stroke, but that's okay. She evens it out. Low 30 on that last 50. So she has 500 to go, about 475 right now for Ava Sutphin. Cincinnati, Ohio, Emmy Lyons YMCA. And with the logo at Anderson Barracudas they go by. So 4:50 to go for Ava Sutphin, who's broken it open. And we still have Fitzgerald and Pottinger in a race. They are not far apart from one another. Take a look at that. Snyder trying to make a move down here in lane number 2. But Sutphin, 30.17. Let's see where Fitzgerald, 2:44.67. McKenna Pottinger, 2:44.93. If my math's correct, that's 26 hundredths of a second, or 2,600, almost 3/10 of a second, just separating those two. They're almost even as they swim by there. 3:50 to go for Ava Sutphin, trying to go back-to-back here in the mile. 17 years old. Won the 1,000. Very strong here. She's got her legs into it. Still 4 beats going through. Good turnover rate. 30.01. That's getting close to that 29s. She's 13:36.35. She was 13:38.32, so she's definitely having a better back half. I can see her splits from last year to this year, and definitely these 50 splits are much better. That's the work and the training she's putting in. 29.86 on that last split, 14.06.21. She was 14.08, and on that 50 last year, she was 30.36. So 2:50 to go after that, 2:25 right now for Ava Sutphin. Caitlin Fitzgerald, and then McKenna Pottinger. Still about 3/10 of a second separating those two. But Ava Sutphin has broken away from the field with 175 to go. Women's 1650 Centennial meet. Trying to go back-to-back. Certainly looks like she will do so. She's at 30.02. She's got to pick it up. She's 1,500 through, 16 of this 1650, 150 to go. So she is 15.06 through. She was 15.09, so she'll be mid 1630s. If she can get her splits down below where she was last year, she split out 30, mid-30s last year. Can she be under that? She's 29.98, 100 to go for Ava Sutphin from Emmy Lyons. Very strong swim, very strong back half, especially in comparison to last year where she was 1640. Got to be at that 16:35 mark. Come in on that seed time. And there's the bell. Came up a little short on that turn, but that's okay. She's 29.62. Last year coming home, Ava was she was 29.82. So let's get her in there. They're hooting and hollering and waving her by. Ava Sutphin. And it's Fitzgerald and McKenna Pottinger. Man, they are 1/100th of a part, but Ava Sutphin goes 16:34.75, and that looks like a lifetime best by about a second. She came in seated at a 16:35. Here comes Pottinger, and it will be McKenna Pottinger on that last 50 going 28.24. Nudging out Caitlin Fitzgerald. She was 28.62, but big drops for those young ladies from last year. Pottinger last year was 17:13.28. This year, she's 16:49.02. Fitzgerald 17:02 last year, and this year she drops to 16:49. Incredible. Great drops right there for those two young athletes, and we'll be handing out the awards. They're going to have to make their way over to our awards podium, but some great swims for our top 8. They'll sort them out because
Please welcome our top 16 finishers in the women's mile. Presenting the awards for the women's 1650-yard freestyle, Coach Ed Bachman, Emmy Lyons, Cincinnati, Ohio. Finishing in 16th, Maggie Rutledge, Regional Y, Western Connecticut. 15th, Molly Foltz, Upper Main Line. 14th, Catherine Carboni, Regional YMCA, Western Connecticut. 13th, Audrina Sutphin, Emmy Lyons. 12th, Catherine Simpson, Hickory. 11th, Izzy Pfeiffer, York, Pennsylvania. 10th, Kirsten Detzweiler, Oshkosh. 9th, Alexandra Summers, Hamilton. Finishing 8th, Catherine Bouchine, Farmington Valley. 7th, Bridget Davis, Fanwood Scotch Plains. 6th, Julia Bartow from Cheshire. 5th, Hayden Penny, Greater Spartanburg. 4th, Zoe Schneider from York. 3rd, Caitlin Fitzgerald, Western Branch, Delaware. 2nd, McKenna Pottiger from York. And now a two-time national champion, your 2023 national champion, women's 1650-yard freestyle from Emmy Lyons, Ava Sutphin. Winning time 16:34.74. Congratulations, ladies.
And there's Ava Sutphin, two-time national champ in this event, also two-time national champ this week as she won the 1,000 on Monday night. So we'll be bringing the men out here momentarily. Once the photos get done, the men will be paraded out, and we'll get Bruce to take you through those introductions. But once again, thanks for joining us as we stream live from the beautiful Greensboro Aquatic Center and Tournament Town, Greensboro, North Carolina, for our 2023 YMCA Short Course Nationals Centennial Edition.
This is our final heat of the men's 1650-yard freestyle. The championship and national record, 14:46.20, Ross Dant Hickory, set in 2019. Here is our final heat, lane number 1, 7th in the mile last year, 9th in the 1,000 this week, from Greensboro, Owen 9. Lane 2, your national champion in the long course 1500, already 12th in this event, 12th in the 1,000 this week. He'll be going to Tufts, Regional YMCA of Western Connecticut, Dan Gadino. Lane number 3, 5th in this event last year, already 3rd in the 1,000, 10th in the 500. He'll be a Hokie at Virginia Tech in the fall from Lynchburg, J.C. Gordon. Lane number 4, the fastest seated time, 4th in this event last year, already national champion in the 500, national champion in the 400 IM, 2nd in the 200 back. He'll be a Cavalier in 2024 from Piedmont, David King. Lane number 5, national champion this week in the 1,000, 2nd in the 500, 2nd in the 400 IM. He'll be a Badger at Wisconsin in the fall from Schrader, Isaac Flagg. Lane number 6, 11th in this event last year, already 8th in the 1,000 from Piedmont, Braden King. Lane number 7, 2nd in this event last year, already this week, 2nd in the 1,000, 5th in the 500, 9th in the 200. He'll be a Bucknell Bison this fall, Westport Weston, Riley Twists. And in lane number 8, this week, 7th in the 1,000, 7th in the 400 IM, 9th in the 500. He'll be a Blue Devil in the fall from Lakeland Hills, Owen Markowitz. This is our final heat of the 1,000s. Mr. Referee.
And there's your lineup. A lot of returners this year. We could about Owen Nye, 7th last year. And we've got Braden King, who was 11th last year, J.C. Gordon 5th last year, David King 4th last year, Daniel Godino, who won the mile at long course last year. He was 3rd in this event last year. And our runner-ups in, Riley Twists from the Water Rats, soon to be a Bison out there at Bucknell University in Pennsylvania. Oh, here we go. We will keep our eye on those splits. We heard about the national record. Ross Dant, legendary swim right there. He was 14:46. I believe he was 2nd this year at NC2As in the 1650. So Ross Dant, great career at NC State. And I think he still follows a little bit of YMCA swimming. He has a brother on the team. So John Jolly, one of the great coaches, YMCA coaches, keeps an eye on how Ross does. Great family, YMCA family there. So right now, Flag's out. So Isaac Flagg and David King center of the pool. King 4th last year. He's won the 500 this week, the 4 IM. Flagg won the 1,000. So we'll keep our eye on those two early on. They're looking pretty strong. So King, we have his splits from last year. They're through 150 now. King at 120.42. He's about 4 seconds faster than he was last year, and he's already starting to take take off from last year's time. Good underwaters right there for David King. Right now, Flag working hard on top. He's got about a half a second lead through the 200. And he's at 147.84 through 200 right now is Isaac Flag. Braden King running third right now is 149.97. Last year he was 153.16. And these gentlemen right here, Flag at 215.80. Just ahead of what looks like an easy going out for David King. Two different styles there. A little bit longer for King. A little bit higher for Flag. And there's Braden King. So 0.62 of a second through 300. The lead for Isaac Flag over David King. And then Braden King through 300. Now he's opening up to a second lead. Working hard, Isaac Flag. Again, a couple different styles there. Very smooth. You got to keep your eye also on Riley Twist. He's been having a great meet. Twist. We'll check out those 400 times. King last year was 350.70 at the 400. And look where he is this year. He's at 341. Flag at 339. Twist 345. Last year he was 348. Braden King 343. Last year he was 351. So putting the time in the pool. What it's all about to get better. Whether you're a 50 freestyler, splash and dasher, or you're a miler, the work's got to be put in order to get to this level of YMCA swimming and maybe on to the next level of NC2A swimming, which I believe all these gentlemen have aspirations for. So Flag out in 4:35.58. Last year's winning time of a 15:33.60 was Alex Kraft. Flag really trying to move ahead now early on. And those top three times from earlier, so we're 5:50 through right now with King following Flag by just over 3 seconds. Braden King about 6 seconds behind. And so this is a early on big lead for Isaac Flag. Isaac Flag from Schrader, Wisconsin. Dave Anderson just picked up the coach of the meet, and I'm sure Isaac's performance has certainly helped him. Cody Lonsbury was 15:45 earlier. That was your fastest time. Nathan Spetz, second fastest time at 15:56, and Nick Brickall was 15:59.20. Those are your top three times coming out of the earlier heats. And we're 6:50 through, so we've got 1,000 to go for Isaac Flag. He's got just under a 4-second lead right now over David King, our top seed coming in. And just to give you some perspective, is The 15-year-old Cody Lonsberg was 16:39 right there at that point, and Flagg was 16:27. So Lonsberg is leading a couple of the guys here from those previous earlier heats. He was 16:39.70, and you're 7:50 through at this point. Another 50 at this turned end, then it'll be a halfway through mark for 33 lengths. So let's look at some of these splits. Flagg's been splitting 27s, everybody else 28s or at low 29s. And he's just over the 28 at a 28.06 through 800 now. So big swim, there you go, halfway through, 33 lengths in of 66. So Flagg still looks like he's accelerating ahead of the field. And he threw 850. He's 28.11 there. No one else is below that split. Next fastest split on that 50 was a 28.57 was David King. And King still gliding through, and Braden King, his training partner, teammate, could be his brother. The King guys, the Kings from Piedmont. But man, this stroke is accelerating for Isaac Flagg. Having a great swim tonight. Putting the pedal to the metal here. 27.87. You can see it in this stroke. Powering through, 4-beat kick. He's coming up on the 1,000 mark. Last year, the 1,000 mark for the winner of a 15:33 was a 9:28. We are, wow, 13 seconds ahead of where Alex Kraft was last year. So taking that, we're going to be pushing to go below maybe 15, in the 15 area tonight, possibly quicker, as he keeps accelerating. Flagg at 28.07. Everything's around a 28 point. Great swims. Yeah, he's going to be incredible swim tonight for Alex Kraft. Of course, the GOAT here, dance time, 14:46. Not going to be anywhere near that. Man, he is accelerating through the water. Flagg has got to keep stretching it out. And he is. So 44, 46 lengths. He's got 500 to go. So here we go. Flagg, King, and King. David, and then Braden. Fourth is Riley Twiss up there in lane number 7. Let's see where Twiss is, 10:58.84. Yeah, he's about 3 seconds faster than where he was last year. In the fourth spot, 10:52.49. I'm sorry, 11:20.83 for Braden King. About 25 seconds faster. Braden King's going to be way down off that 16:13 from last year. And then David King who was 4th last year. 11:18:32. He's about 17 seconds ahead of his pace. Well, let's keep an eye on our leader, Isaac Flagg from Schrader. 400 to go, less than 400. This is a good shot, head-on shot. 550 to go. I'm sorry, 350 to go, my bad. 27.88. (13 seconds ahead of Alex Kraft, where Kraft was last year. So that's going to put us, try to get below this 15:20 mark. Should be able to do that as he's pushing 27.66. That's his fastest split since early on. So big time swim for Isaac Flagg. From Schrader, 250 to go. He's at 12:59.04. Now about 14 seconds ahead. So he's going to be below that, definitely in that maybe 15, 16, 15, 17, or 15 range. It's a huge drop. He's in there right from last year's time, but Isaac comes in with a 15-17, so that's the time he's after. He's got to go 15-16, 15-17, maybe quicker than that. He keeps going. He's got 27.78 in him on that last 50. He's got 150 to go. 27.64. He may be well below that 15-13 mark, 15-12. Well, maybe 15-13, but anyway, my math is not that good, but the way he's moving now, he's at 27-14. He's going to drop down into 26. He's got 100 to go, and he is accelerating now on this back end of this mile. So here he goes with less than 75 to go. The last split was 27-14. We'll see if he takes this into the 26s. And he catches the bell. 50 to go. He does. 26.66. He's at 14.48. Trying to get down maybe even lower than the 15.10. Can he? No, he's not going to do that. But he's going to be in that below 15-15. Here he comes. Big motor on 15-13. There he is. My math wasn't too bad after all. He just kept accelerating. Isaac Flagg, second championship of the week. Big swim. My goodness. Finishing up in second, David King. And here comes Braden at 15:38. So those are your top three in the men's mile. But Isaac Flagg going 15:13.45. And that was a good swim. In fourth, Dan Godino finishes up fourth. He's at 15:45.17. And Godino coming off of last year's swim. He was 15:48, a little drop there. Twist right on his time from last year, a couple tenths faster. Owen Nye swam it last year. He's a little bit quicker than he was. Big drop for Braden King, though. He was last year, he was 16:13. This year, he goes 15:38. J.C. Gordon drops time also. But I will tell you, Cody Lonsbury, 15:45. Looks like that puts him in maybe 5th place. So a great swim for that 15-year-old. So we'll see him on the podium tonight. So that concludes our mile swims. We're going to move into their awards and then into the 200 butterflies for the women and then the men. So we'll have some great swimming coming up. That was a couple of great mile swims there on the men's and women's side. Ava Sutphin defending her championship, and then Isaac Flagg getting his 2nd championship of the week. So we did 1,000 and 1650 on the women's side was Ava Sutphin, distance queen, and then on the men's side, Isaac Flagg. He takes the 1,000 and he takes the 1650. So great job. I'll turn it over to Bruce Griffin, PA announcer extraordinaire, doing this since 1999. I think he was about 12 years old back then. But Bruce Griffin, one of the best, if not the best in the country, PA announcing. I've never heard anybody do it better. He'll take over here momentarily as they stage for the 1650 awards. I'll be back momentarily.
Please welcome our award winners for the men's 1650-yard freestyle. Presenting the awards for the men's 1650-yard freestyle, our coach of the meet, Dave Anderson from Schrader. Finishing in 16th, A.J. Farner from Birmingham. 15th, Ethan Scutton from Schrader. 14th, Will Hines, Fanwood Scotch Plains. 13th, Peter Schmelzer, Emmy Lyons. Finishing 12th, Jake Privat, Greater Spartanburg. 11th, Nick Bracall, Greater Spartanburg. Finishing 10th, Nathan Spetz, Powell Crosley. In 9th place, Owen Markowitz, Lakeland Hills. Finishing in 8th place, J.C. Gordon, Lynchburg. 7th, Owen Nye, Greensboro. 6th, Riley Twist, Westport Weston. 5th, Cody Lonsberry, Indian Valley. 4th, Dan Gadino, Regional Y, Western Connecticut. Finishing 3rd, Braden King, Piedmont. Finishing 2nd, David King, Piedmont. And your 2023 national champion in the men's 1650-yard freestyle from Schrader, Isaac Flagg, winning time 15:13:45. Congratulations, gentlemen.
So great swim by Isaac Flagg and the King brothers from Piedmont. Braden King 15, David King 17. Those are your top three. You can see them there. Excellent, excellent mile swims tonight. So here we go. We're going to move into the women's 200 butterfly event. And the championship and national record is held by Courtney Harnish. Saw her earlier on the video making a comment about the Centennial. So here we go. In your B final, Jenna Nawazwiat, 19th last year, is in lane number 1. Elodie Mitchell in lane number 2, 17th last year. Olivia Herbert, 11th last year. Billy Sherratt, 7th last year. Sarah Rodriguez, 29th last year. She's in 5. Billy Sherratt's in 4. Herbert's in 3. Maddie McLaughlin, first in the 500 this week. Juliana Tyler in lane 7, 20th into 4IM, and Emma Villo, 54th in this event last year. We'll keep our eye on these splits as these ladies work their way through. The B final scoring round, women's 200-yard butterfly. And out first is Sarah Rodriguez. And Rodriguez out tonight in a 27:30. She's out a little bit slower tonight than she was, so she may be holding back a little bit to try to finish this 200 up nicely. And right down here in lane number 3, keep your eye on Olivia Herbert. We'll see where her split. She was 59:36 earlier today. Going out was Herbert. Herbert from the Regional Y, Western Connecticut. Where is she tonight? Olivia Herbert at 57:92, so about 1.3 seconds ahead of where she was this morning. Now here comes the center of the pool, Billy Sherratt right next to her. She was 7th last year. Sherratt now making a move out of lane number 4. So here comes Billy Sherratt, just overtaking Olivia Herbert. And now it's Billy Sherratt, Olivia Herbert, and then Sarah Rodriguez. Billy Sherratt was 1:30.69, so she's about 1.6 seconds ahead, but Herbert trying to still make a move. Here comes Rodriguez. Up there in lane number 6 is Maddie McLaughlin, a 500 free champ. Keep your eye on Herbert. Here she comes. Good finishing speed down here in lane number 3. And a winner of your B final will be Olivia Herbert, coming back in 31.65, going 2:00. 2:00.93. Yes, look at that face. She is thrilled, man. I'll tell you, almost through that 2-minute barrier. She went 2:02 coming in, but never faster than that. Wow, good swim right there. I'll turn it back over to Bruce Griffin as he will take us through our championship final introductions for the women's 2 fly. There's Sydney Lillis from the Wilton Wahoos. She was 25th last year, first alternate, making it back to the final this year. She leads the way. She could be a Bowden Bear coming up this fall. So she led the pack out in lane number 1. Looks like she's having some fun. That mile group was dancing around behind the blocks, but here comes Bruce.
This is the A final, women's 200-yard butterfly. Let's meet them. Lane number 1, 6 at Long Course Nationals in this event. She'll be a polar bear at Bowdoin College in the fall. From the Wilton Wahoos, Sydney Lillis. Lane number 2, 10th in this event last year. Already 13th in the 100 fly, 13th in the 200 free. She'll be a Panther at Pitt. From Laurel East Hartford, Avery Cudlack. Lane number 3, the defending national champion, already national champion 200 and 400 IM, second in the 100 fly, from Greater Somerset County, Emily Thompson. Lane number 4, the top qualifier, national champion and record holders in the 200 back, 100 fly, 100 back. She'll attend Indiana in 2024 from Blair Regional, Leah Shackley. Lane number 5, she'll be a Pitt Panther in the fall from Boyertown, Sydney Green. Lane number 6, already 4th in the 400 IM, 4th in the 1,000, and 6th in the 200 IM. She'll be a Wildcat at Villanova in the fall from Cheshire, Megan Tiernan. Lane number 7, 8th in this event last year, already 11th in the 200 IM, 12th in the 200 free. She'll be a Cougar at the University of Houston in the fall, Megan Unruh. And in lane number 8, Chilliton Brown from Summit area, Lizzie Washburn. This is the A final. Mr. Referee.
Here's your championship final. A lot of smiling faces there. Fantastic, led by Sydney Lillis. We'll keep our eye on the middle of the pool. Leah Shackley, 3 swims in, 3 national records. As she was first in the 100 fly and 100 and 200 back so far this week from Blair Regional. So Thompson out first off the blocks with a reaction time of 0.62. But here comes Leah Shackley. Your national record pace is 26:02. That was Courtney Harnish. We'll see where she is tonight. Shackley was 25:96 this morning. She's 24:33, well under the national record pace. Will she be able to go 152 or 153 low? My goodness, it's Shackley, then Gring, then Thompson. Leah Shackley, look at that turn. So much underwater. Almost really good symmetry right there. Heading into the wall. 52:45. 3 seconds, over 3 seconds ahead of national record pace. She this morning was 54. She could be tonight 152. My goodness, keep those turns coming. And here we go. Behind her, Gring and Thompson. And under national record pace at 122.48 this morning. She was 124.90. She's going to be in the 153 mark if she can keep herself going. Here comes Thompson. Here comes Gring. 25 to go. Will she get there? Can she get there in 10 seconds from here? Leah Shackley. And she will be right there, 154.63, just over the national record. Wow, you can breathe easy, Courtney Harnish. That was an incredible race, just over the national record. Took it out fast. 16 years old, Leah Shackley from Blair Regional. 4 for 4 this week in championships, 3 out of 4 for national records. But Courtney Harnish can breathe easy. I know Dad's on deck. Incredible swim, though. Leah Shackley, great week for Leah, followed by Emily Thompson at a 56.42 and Sydney Gring at a 56. So 2 big drops there for Gring and Thompson coming off of this afternoon's swim, or this morning's swims. Next up is our C final, women's 200-yard butterfly. Lily Baumgartner from Lima is in lane number 1. Hope Ivanovich from Westport Weston is 2. Ava Knopf-Snyder from Reading and Berks County in 3. Erin Richards, 33rd last year from Farmington Valley in 4. She's 15. Samantha Clifford from Birmingham is in 5. Lane 6 is Taylor Goodwin from Western North Carolina. Lane 7, Caitlin Bauer, 21st last year from Lynchburg. And Addie Hersbrunner from Oshkosh is in lane number 8. So Clifford out in 26.98 here in your C final. She was 27.66 or 67 earlier today. Samantha Clifford from Birmingham, Michigan. Here comes out of lane number 4, Erin Richards from Farmington Valley. She was 33rd last year. So Clifford still at 58. She was 59.18. She was 58.09 tonight. Sorry, 58.06. 3/100s again over ahead of Erin Richards. In 3rd is Hope Ivanovich. She was 0.3 of a second behind from the Water Rats. Westport Weston down here in lane number 2. They're coming up on the 150 mark here in our C final. And it is Erin Richards down 130.31. She was 131.46 this morning. And Ivanovich still 3rd. Samantha Clifford in 2nd. Trying to move up out of lane number 8. Keep your eye on Addie Hersbrunner and Caitlin Bauer in lane number 7. But now pulling away, Erin Richards won. She was this morning. Richards was 2:04.74. Tonight she's 2:03.25, followed by Samantha Clifford. And then Hope Ivanovich. There's a nice shot of Erin Richards, probably very satisfied with that swim. Richards, 15 years old, decided to swim in the C final tonight. Great swim. Next up is our D final, our 15 and under event. Sarah Wells in lane number 1 from Piedmont. Natalie Hillebrecht, 13 years old from Greater Somerset County, is in lane 2. Arena Louv, 13 years old from Greensboro, is in lane 3. Lane number 4, Eliza Asada from Piedmont. She's 14. Lane number 5, Sarah McGann, 14 from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Lane number 6 is Serena Dickey, 14 from Lakeland Hills. Lane number 7, Kate Bakelar from Triangle area. Lane number 8, Maddie Fox. And out first is Eliza Osada from Piedmont. Early leader. Osada earlier today was 27.81 going out. Up there in lane number 6, we'll keep our eye on Serena Dickey. She's trying to move up now. Halfway through, also down here in lane number 1, Sarah Wells. So our leader is Eliza Osada, 58.84 for Eliza. She was 59.84, full second ahead of her swim from earlier today. Osada comes in. She came in the meet seated at a 2:05. She should be there tonight. That's her goal. Get below that 2:05.60 mark for a best time. And she's got 50 left. She was 1:31.39 through that 50. She was 1:33.11. And moving up. Out of lane number 6, Serena Dickey. And out of lane number 5, here comes Sarah McGann. And your D final winner will be Eliza Osada, and she goes 2:04.83, beating her seed time coming into the meet, followed by Serena Dickey at 2:05.41, and then Sarah McGann at 2:06.55. So Dickey was faster than her seed time coming into the meet, and McGann goes 2:06.55 tonight, coming down from the 2:07.83 in the prelim swim. So a great swim for those ladies tonight. Next up will be our men's 200 fly after we present the awards to the ladies. I'll turn it back over to Bruce Griffin. Boy, that Leah Shackley, she was almost there. She was split going out 24.33, then she split 28.12, and she split 30.03, and then 32.15. So she'll figure that out and come back here hopefully next year and get below that 154 mark. So here's Bruce Griffin, and here he'll present those awards to the top 16 200 flyers on the women's side.
Presenting the awards for the women's 200 butterfly, Coach Tom Grassadonia, Blair Regional. Finishing in 16th, Jenna Nawaswiat, Upper Main Line. 15th, Juliana Tyler from Cheshire. 14th, Elodie Mitchell, Yoda. 13th, Emma Value, YMCA of Greater Nashua. 12th, Sarah Rodriguez, Metropolitan Y of the Oranges. 11th, Maddie McLaughlin, Kanawha County, West Virginia. 10th, Billy Sherratt, Fanwood Scotch Plains. And winner of the B final from Regional Y, Western Connecticut, Olivia Herbert. Finishing in 8th place, Sydney Lillis Wilton. 7th, Megan Unruh, Boyertown. 6th, Avery Cudlack, Laurel, East Hartford. 5th, Lizzie Washburn, Summit Branch. 4th, Megan Tiernan from Cheshire. 3rd, Sydney Green, Boyertown. 2nd, Emily Thompson, Greater Somerset County. Your 2023 national champion, her 4th title of the week, from Blair Regional, Leah Shackley. Final time 154.63.
So 154.63 for Leah Shackley, just off the national record. Well, what a week for Leah. Emily Thompson, a great week. She goes 156.42. Sydney Green goes 156.65. So next up is our men's 200-yard butterfly event. 142.22 is the record, championship and national record. Brendan Burns from Upper Main Line. In the B final, Wooby Kupski is in lane number 1. He was 19th last year, 15th and 2 back from Wilkes-Barre. Jake Drake from Nazareth Easton is in lane number 2. Not far from one another in Pennsylvania between Kupski and Drake. Kenneth Barnacle, 7th and 2 back from Greater Somerset Counties in 3. Eli Edmondson, 32nd in this event last year, 23rd to 4 a.m. from Goldsboro's in 4. Isaac Carr, 35th last year, 4th in 1,000. 8th in the 4 a.m. from Champaign County is in 5. John Rusnock, 19th in 100 fly, 20th in 100 back from Farmington Valley's in 6. Nolan Dietz, Illinois Valley, is in 7. And Kyle Silverstein from Pal Crosley is in lane number 8. Jake Drake is, Jake. It's Jack Drake. Jack Drake out in 24.35 for your early lead. He was 24.49 earlier today. Overhead shot down here in lane number 2, Jack Drake. Drake has 6,400s over Edmondson and 6,900s over Rusnock. He was 53.37 going out there at the 100 mark for Jack Drake from Nazareth Easton. He was 52.66 earlier today. Here comes the field. Now it's Edmondson from Goldsboro, North Carolina, 121.79. Edmondson, your top seed in this heat. He was 121.33 earlier, so he's picking up the pace. Eli Edmondson from Goldsboro, North Carolina, 15 years old, swimming in the scoring heat. And your B final winner is Eli Edmondson. He goes 150.44. Pretty good fly right there. A little bit lower than where he was today. He came into the meet with a 152.57. He goes 150.89, followed there by John Rusnock at 150.73, and then Kenneth Barnacle at 150.82. You can see 3 guys under 151 in that B final. Next up is our championship final, and Bruce will take you through the introductions.
This is the A Championship Final. Here they are. Lane number 1, 4th in this event last year, already 12th in the 100 fly and the 400 IM. He's committed to swim at George Washington. From Emmy Lyons, Justin Dostal. Lane number 2, 7th in the 200 free last night. From Cheshire, Domian Charturitsky. Lane number 3, from Lynchburg, Jack Mills. Lane number 4, the top qualifier, 5th in the 100 this week, from St. Cloud area, Micah Davis. Lane number 5, 21st in the 100 fly this week, from Oshkosh, Sebastian Aguilar. Lane number 6, 4th in this event last year, already 9th in the 100 fly this week, in the Y of Greater Monmouth, New Jersey, Charlie Renard. Lane number 7, 21st in this event last year, already 14th in the 100 fly this week, from Springfield, Illinois, Rowan Eamon. And in lane number 8, already 4th in the 200 free, he'll be a blue hen at Delaware, from Chambersburg, Derek Estep. This is the A final.
So there's your
Madam
championship
referee.
final lineup. Dostal in 1, Zartorski in 2, Mills 3, Davis 4, Aguilar 5, Renard 6, Eamon 7, and Estep in lane number 8. Good shot of Justin Dostal and Damian Zartorski. And we'll see where these guys are as they move through this 200 fly for the championship. Micah Davis, 15 years old, center of the big turn there for Micah. Micah Davis from St. Cloud area YMCA. Wow, he's out 23:35. He was 23:79 earlier, already almost a half a second lead. His turns underwaters are pretty big. And there you can see he's accelerating a little short on that turn, but here he goes. Trying to accelerate underwater. Jack Mills in 2nd. Rowan Eamon up there in lane number 7 from Springfield. And now Davis at 50.65. He was 51.17 earlier today. Trying to accelerate through. Pretty good split of a 27.30 right there. Coming up on his 3rd 50 split. We'll see where he was. We'll see where he is right now. He's almost a full second ahead of Charlie Renard, and Mills 2.5 back. Micah Davis, 15 years old, at 118.26. He was 119.12. Trying to get below that 147 barrier. Came in at 147.63. Will he be able to do it? Got to get there, get to that 146. He does. He's at 146.38. So he breaks through the 147. Pretty happy there. Gives the big old gator jaws. And Micah Davis, followed by Charlie Renard at 147.91. And then Jack Mills. So Davis come back in a 28.12. That was the fastest going back. He's accelerating all the way through that 200. Great swim right there. Next up is our C final for the men's 200-yard butterfly. In lane number 1, Connor Marshall from Piedmont. 2 is a Ty Ben-Joseph from Randolph. Lane number 3 is Harrison Lee from Wyckoff. Archer Jen Koviak from Niles Buchanan is in 4. Tommy Mull, 43rd last year, is in 5 for upper main line. Lane number 6, Brody Lapine, 20th in the 100 fly, 15 years old from Schrader. He's in 6. Andrew Williams from Countryside, Ohio, is in 7. Meyer Krieger, 30th last year, 21st in the 4am this week from Birmingham family. He is in lane number 8. We'll work our way through this 200, see where these guys are in comparison to what they swam, their times were this morning. Up there in lane number 6, Brody Lapine, he's out in 24.09. He was 25.10, so about 2/10 faster than he was this morning. Give you a little perspective there in lane number 5. That's Tommy Mall. He was 24:15 earlier today. He was 24:20. I'm sorry, 24:15 tonight. Earlier today he was 24:20. He's a bit ahead. So Lapine, 51:61 ahead of Tommy Mall. And Tommy Mall just ahead of Archer Jankowiak. So still working his way through, Brody Lapine. And Lapine, he's at 120.77. So Brody Lapine, he was 122.24, followed by Archer Jankowiak. Then Harrison Lee now moving up on that last 50. He was at 29.05. Lee down here in lane number 3. Keep your eye on him. There in 7 is Xander Williams. And your C final winner will be, start to finish, that's Brody Lapine. And he goes so Brody Lapine, he goes 151.32. Pretty good swim right there for Brody. Down from that 153. So good job by the C finalist in our 200 fly. Next up, D final. And it will be out of lane number 2, Kevin Hugh. YMCA Central Maryland. Lane number 3 is Amir Tasker, 14 years old from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Lane number 4, Chase Grissy, 15 years old from Emmy Lyons. Caden Wong is in lane number 5 from Summit area, he's 15. And lane number 6 is Brandon Calderon from Fairwood Scotch Plains. Keep our eye on these guys as they work their way through. D final. So Caden Wong out first at 24.97. He was 25.80 earlier today. He came in with a 155.58 seed time. He was 155.69. He's looking to break through that 155 barrier tonight. As a 15-year-old, it's a pretty good shot head on. And it's Wong at 54.38. He's about a full second ahead, and Calderon in second, 54.75. Calderon was 55.09 earlier. Trying to move up is Calderon, trying to chase down Caden Wong. Chase Grissy now in second by 3/34 of a second. And Wong at 123.87. He was 124.95. Here comes the field. Here comes Calderon in 6th. And Chase Grissy trying to chase down Caden Wong. The chase is on. And a winner of your D final will be Caden Wong. He goes 153.90. He gets through that 1 to 54 mark, as does Chase Grissy at 153.99. So pretty good swing there for Caden Wong, the 15-year-old. So he is through the 154 mark, which is a good drop, as is Chase Grissy through the 154 mark now. Good swim for those 15-year-olds. And next up will be the awards top 16 for our men's 200 fly. So I'll leave you with Bruce here, and he'll take you through the top 16. Thanks again for watching as we stream live from the Greensboro Aquatic Center in beautiful Greensboro, North Carolina, tournament town for our 2023 YMCA Swimming Nationals Centennial Edition.
Presenting the awards for the men's 200-yard butterfly, Coach Cole Bateman from St. Cloud. Finishing 16th, Nolan Dietz, Illinois Valley. 15th, Kyle Silverstein, Powell Crosley. 14th, Jack Drake, Nazareth Easton. 13th, Whoopi Kubsky, Wilkes-Barre. 12th, Isaac Carr, Champaign County. 11th, Kenny Barnacle, Greater Somerset County. 10th, John Rusnock, Farmington Valley. And winner of the B final from Goldsboro, Eli Edmondson. Finishing in 8th place, Damian Chartoritsky, Cheshire. 7th, Justin Dostal, Emmy Lyons. 6th, Rowan Eamon, Springfield, Illinois. 5th, Derek Estep from Chambersburg. 4th, Sebastian Aguilar, Oshkosh. 3rd, Jack Mills, Lynchburg. 2nd, Charlie Renard, Greater Monmouth County. Your 2023 National Champion Men's 200-yard butterfly from St. Cloud, 15-year-old Micah Davis. Winning time 1:46.38.
There's Micah Davis, 1:46.38.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
To fly. Followed by Charlie Renard at 1:47.91 and Jack Mills at 1:48.77. Great finish there for Micah Davis, our new champion, and he is 15 years old. We'll see him again. So here we are, women's 100 freestyle, your national and championship record, 47.76. Anna Mosch sat here last year. Your B final, Anna White-Chertis, 89th last year's in lane number 1. Cameron Wilson, 18th last year in 2. Carly Larson, 14th in 100 fly this week from Green Bay. She's in lane 3. Wilson from Spartanburg. White-Chertis from a rapid area. Kate Murray, center of the pool, 17th last year, 4th in the 200. From Westport Weston. Lane number 5, Riley Cadillac, 23rd last year, 22nd in the 50 free from Lehigh. Always Hartford, Connecticut. Lane number 6 is Flynn Truscott, 17th in the 50 free from Amelie. Lucy Art is in 7th, 13th in the 50 free from Schrader. And Ella Habjan, 22nd last year, 11th in the 2 back, 5th in the 100 back this week from Lakeland Hills in lane number 8. So out first, Carly Larson out in 24:10 for Larson as she goes out pretty quick. She was 24:67. Down here in lane number 3 from Green Bay, Wisconsin. But center of the pool, here comes out of lane number 4, Kate Murray from Westport Weston. Coming back, Kate Murray goes 26:37 for a 50.58 for Murray. Great swim, followed up by Carly Larson at a 50.98. And then Flynn Truscott goes 51.19. So real good swims right there for Murray at a 50.58. And we know Murray came in at a 50.09, so just over that time. But a couple of ladies in the B final under 51. Larson and Murray, followed by Truscott. Next up, championship final. Here they come.
Here are are the A finalists, women's 100-yard freestyle. In lane number 1 from Farmington Valley, Mackenzie Headley. Lane number 2, already 15th in the 200 free, 9th in the 50 free. She'll swim at Northwestern in the fall. Also from Farmington family, Amy Pan. Sorry, Farmington family, Mackenzie from Farmington Valley branch. Lane 3, 14th in this event last year, already 4th in the 50, 4th in the 200 back, 18th in the 100 fly. Roll Tide this fall from the Rays, Cadence Vincent. The top qualifier, 9th in this event last year, already 5th in the 50, 9th in the 100 fly. She'll be a Gopher at Minnesota. From Piedmont, Morgan Thomas. Lane number 5, 3rd in this event last year, already 3rd in the 50, 3rd in the 200 free. She'll be a Longhorn this fall from Upper Main Line, Alexa Fulton. Lane number 6, already 6th in the 50 free, 7th in the 200 free, 6th in the 100 fly this week from Wyckoff, Katie Lawrence. Lane number 7, 11th in this event last year, already 4th in the 200 back and the 100 back, 8th in the 50. She'll be a Blue Devil in 2024, Fanwood Scotch Plains, Claire Logan. And in lane number 8, 12th in the 100 free last year already, 9th in the 200, 12th in the 50, 15th in the 100 fly. She'll be part of the Wolfpack Nation in 2024. From York, Emily Way.
There's your lineup for championship final for the women's 100 freestyle. Center of the pole, Morgan Thomas was 9th in this event last year, so she won that B final. Once again, record split is 22.90 going out, and that was Anna Mosch last year. She was 47.76. And they're in the water. And we've got this at a 49. Let's see, in here we've got basically about 24 of a second separating the top 3 seeds in this event. That's Vincent, Thomas, and Fulton. So center of the pole, Morgan Thomas from Piedmont. Going to be going off to Minnesota. And year earlier, we're deadlocked at a 23-36 between Thomas and Fulton. Gophers against the Longhorns. They're both under where they were this morning by about 6/10. Here comes Fulton, trying to take her first national title. And it will be Alexa Fulton. She goes 48.98, breaks through the 49 barrier. Great swim for Alexa Fulton. Look at that, wins her first, I think that's her first national championship on short course. But Katie Lawrence finishes up second, and then Morgan Thomas in third, Caden Vincent in fourth. So now we had, coming out of that heat, now we have 4 ladies under 50 in your championship final. So we'll meet those later as they've received their awards. And next up is our C final. Women's 100 freestyle. Swimming out of lane number 1, Mia Latimer from the Powell Crosley Jr. Tiger Sharks, Cincinnati, Ohio. Lane number 2 is Isabel Lee, Wyckoff. Lane number 3, Olivia Williamson from Westfield. Lane number 4 is Mia Hatsis from Regional Y Western Connecticut. Lane number 5, Alyssa Napier from Western Branch, Delaware. Lane number 6 is Lily Robinson, 30th last year, 16th in the 50 free from Umley. Lane number 7, Megan O'Rourke, 54th last year, 18th in the 50 free from Wyckoff. And Katrine O'Leary from Cheshire is in lane number 8. We'll see who's out first here in your C final. It is Alyssa Napier. She's out in 24.16. And Napier earlier today was 24.70, so a big swim tonight. Here she is up there in lane number 5. Next to her out of lane number 6, Megan Rourke trying to chase her down. But Napier also down here in lane number 2, I believe it is. That looks like Lee, and it will be Isabel Lee. She goes 51.37 to take the C final. Great swim right there, followed by Alyssa Napier and then Lily Robinson from Umley. So there we've got, looks like top 5 swimmers under 52. So Isabel Lee goes 51.37. And Lee lowers her seed time coming in to the meet, which is great. And next up is our D final. Lane number 1 is Jayla Eckert from York and York County. Lane number 2, Jessie Wolf from Wyckoff. Lane number 3, Catherine Kennedy from Greater Monmouth. Lane number 4, Claire Risakis, 13 years old from Umley. Lane number 5, Colleen Bull from Greater Somerset County. Lane number 6 is Cora Spetz, Powell Crosley Junior Tiger Sharks. Lane number 7, Sophie Baker from YMCA Western Stark County. And lane number 8, Maggie Dickinson, 13 years old from Schrader. And out first in a 24.34 is Colleen Bull. Good swim going on for Colleen Bull right now. Bull comes in tonight with a 52.21. She could be well into 51.07. I was going to say she could be 50 point, but she goes 51.07, followed by Claire Risakis. There's a good shot of Colleen Bull. Winner of your D final in a 51.07. Risakis in second at 51.76, and Catherine Kennedy finishes up third at 52.40. So Bull comes back in a 26.73. So Colleen Bull takes your D final, your 15 and under swim. Again, future of our Y swimming. Great to have them swimming these D finals. That was a great idea to do that. Give these 15-year-olds who sometimes are so far down in the rank, or 13 years old, there's so many swimmers here that they don't get that nighttime swim maybe until they're 17 or 18. No guarantee that they'll get one next year when they turn 16 or 14 or 15. But that was a nice swim right there by Colleen Bull. We'll go through the awards, and then next up will be the men's 100 freestyle. And we'll take you through those 4 heats. Once again, we're streaming live from the Greensboro Aquatic Center, beautiful Greensboro Aquatic Center in Greensboro, North Carolina, tournament town for our 2023 Centennial Edition of our YMCA Short Course Swimming National Championships. I'll turn it back over to Bruce, and he'll take you through the awards.
Presenting the awards for the women's 100-yard freestyle, Coach Todd Conrad from Upper Mainline, Pennsylvania. Finishing in 16th place, Lucy Art from Schrader. 15th, Ella Habyan, Lakeland Hills. 14th, Cameron Wilson, Greater Spartanburg. 13th, Riley Cudlack, Laurel, East Hartford. 12th, Anna Churches, Rapid Area. 11th, Flynn Truscott, Upper Mainline. 10th, Carly Larson, Green Bay. And winner of the B final, Kate Murray, Westport, Weston, Connecticut. Finishing 8th, Mackenzie Headley, Farmington Valley Branch. 7th, Amy Pan, Farmington. 5th, Claire Logan, Fanwood Scotch Plains. 4th, Cadence Vincent from Elkins. 3rd, Morgan Thomas from Piedmont. 2nd, Katie Lawrence from Wyckoff. And your 2023 national champion in the women's 100-yard freestyle from Upper Main Line, Alexa Fulton.
Happy for Alexa Fulton right there. Your
48.98.
national champion. Coach Todd Conrad giving her a hug. Alexa Fulton coming through here tonight in the 100 free. On the women's side, she goes 48.98, followed by Katie Lawrence at 49.38, and then Morgan Thomas at 49.65. Our next event, men's 100 freestyle championship and national record. Jack Alexi set back in 2019 from Somerset Hills, New Jersey. And this will be your B final. Nolan Miller in lane number 1, 6 in the 200 free from Champaign County. Carlos Hidalgo, 33rd last year from York and York Counties in 2. Shane Eckler's in 3, 114th last year from Ridley. Lane number 4 is Sam Lorenz. He was 2nd in the 100 back, 3rd in the 200 back from Schrader. Lane number 5, Connor Hogan, 3rd in the 50 free from St. Cloud. Lane number 6 is Garrett Gould, 38th last year, 3rd in the 100 fly this week from Greater Somerset County. Lane number 7, David Mayer, 15th in the 50 free from Woodson. And in lane number 8, Peter Horan, 9th in the 100 back from the Regional Y of Western Connecticut. There's your lineup. And they're off now in the water. And Sam Lorenz was the top seed here. He was out 21.51 earlier today. Connor Hogan was 21.34 earlier. Shane Eckler was 21.44. And up there in lane number 6 is Garrett Gould right now. And Gould, he is out 20.99. My goodness, Garrett Gould throwing it down on a 20.99 going out here in the 100. Alexi a few years ago was 20.45. Garrett Gould, look at this swim. Can't even talk about the 2nd and 3rd place guy right now, but Gould goes 43.90. 43.90. I would have put him as the 3rd seed going in. He did that earlier today, but Gould is followed. That's a tremendous swim. Garrett Gould from Greater Somerset County, followed by Hidalgo, and then Peter Horan from the Regional Y Western Connecticut throws down a 45.26. Hidalgo was 45.10, but 43.90, breaking through the 44 barrier for Gould. Gould was 44.00, his best time coming in. Here we are, and Bruce will take you through these introductions for the men's championship final, men's 100.
Here are the A finalists. Let's meet them. Lane 1, he finished 41st in this event last year, tied in the 50 last night for 4th. From Rowan Aquatic Club, North Carolina's Luke Niebrick. Lane number 2 from Indiana County, Preston Kessler. Lane number 3, already 5th in the 200, 10th in the 50. He's dedicating his race to his mother, who's been volunteering as an official at Y Nationals for over 10 years. He'll be a Golden Bear at Berkeley, Cal Berkeley in the fall. From Greater Somerset County, Rob Alexi. Lane number 4, the top qualifier. National champion in the 50, national champion in the 100 fly. National champion and new record holder in the 200 free from Lynchburg, Brendan Whitfield. Lane number 5, already this week, second in the 50, second in the 100 fly, third in the 100 back. He'll be a Golden Bear cow in the fall, Fanwood Scotch Plains, Roman Jones. Lane number 6, national champion in the 100 back, national champion in the 200 back, national champion in the 200 IM from Cumberland, Maryland, Daniel Deal. Lane number 7, 11th in this event last year, already second in the 200 free and the 200 IM from Rock River Valley, Camden. They call him Slender Man Taylor. Lane number 8, 12th in this event last year, 18th in the 50 earlier this week from Rapid Area, Michigan, Ben Seitzma. This is the A final. Mr. Referee.
And this will be an exciting race. Brendan Whitfield, second in this event last year. Look at this field. We've got a couple guys. Roman Jones right next to him. He was 43.80 this morning, only 8 100ths behind Whitfield. We know Whitfield has won 3 events already this week, the 100 fly, 200 free, and 50 free. He broke the championship record in the 50 free, Ryan Held's record. He broke Brendan Burns' record in the 200 free. So center of the pool, Brendan Whitfield, he's out in 20.44. That is under national record pace. Jack Alexi was 20.48. So here we go, trying to chase down a 43.07 or go sub, if he can, sub 43. Could be the only man. Roman Jones right on his shoulders. And then up there, lane number 6, Daniel Deal, and it will be 42.67, new national record. Brendan Whitfield from Lynchburg, Virginia, now a 4-time champ and a national record holder. He goes 42.67, followed by Jones and then Deal. Unbelievable. We could see it coming. Out fast, came back in a 22.23. Jones was back 22.61, Deal back 22.81. So 3 guys sub 23 coming back. Wow. 43.53 for Deal, 43.26 for Jones. My goodness. But first man ever under 43 at YNATS. Now your national and championship meet record holder, Brendan Whitfield, 4-time champion. Next up, out of lane number 1 is Jacob Wade from York and York County. Lane number 2 is Mason Green, Boyertown. Lane number 3, Damian Sortorski, 13th last year in this event from Cheshire. Zach Redding, 32nd last year from Western. He's in 4. Evan Blazer, 84th last year from Springfield's in 5. Jerry Muller, Rock River Valley is in 6. Bryce Menchoffer, 68th last year from Blue Ash in 7. And Colin Jordan from Greater Spartanburg in 8. Zach Redding out in 21.55. He was 22.02 earlier today. There he is up there in lane 7, still his feet to that turn wall. We're first, but now down here in lane 3 and 4. Here comes here comes Sortowski and Redding, and it'll be Zach Redding. He goes 45.11. Nice swim, 45.11. Lowers the time, followed by Damian Chartsuriski and then Bryce Menchoffer. 5 guys under 46 in that heat. Pretty good. Next up is our D final, 15 and under event. Owen Guthrie is in lane number 1 from Parkersburg. Lane number 2, Chase Eaton from Piedmont. Lane number 3 is Jack Higgins from Birmingham. London Rising from the Dick Family YMCA is in 4. Ed Stoltz from Upper Mainline 5. Kai Batchelor, Lakeland Hills 6. Yaron Lee, Fairfax County is in 7. He's 14. And Nick Berger from Nazareth Easton, 15 years old, is in lane number 8. And these guys go through at 21:74 for Ed Stoltz. Real good swim going out for Ed. He was 22:39. Anybody at that age, 15 years old, can go out sub 22 and hold it together coming back. Here comes Stoltz, still your leader up there in the white cap. Out of lane 5, he holds it together. He comes back 24:10. Fastest split going out, fastest split coming back. Goes 45:84. Check it out for Ed Stoltz from Upper Mainline. Breaks through the 46 barrier. 45:84 for Stoltz. London Rising in second. 46:22, and then Jack Higgins goes 46:28. 4 guys under the 47 barrier in that D final. Bruce will take us through these top 16 results, and then we'll be moving over to the women's 100 breaststroke after the top 16 awards are presented. So pretty big swim right here as we look at Brendan Whitfield. He goes 20.44 going out, 22:23 coming back. You know, Roman Jones was 20.65 going out, Daniel Deal 20.72. So we had 3 guys go out in below in sub 21. Alexi was 21:06. And then coming back, we had 3 guys under 23, led by Brendan Whitfield at 22:23. Then Roman Jones was 22:61, and Daniel Deal was 22:81. So showing some versatility, Daniel Deal. Liking what I'm seeing here from him. Comes up in that great backstroke tradition. This week goes the 2 IM and the 100 free. So he's showing a little more versatility, which is good for Daniel Deal. Roman Jones, first Y meet here, national Y meet. Good showing for him. And there goes Whitfield up on the podium. So let's turn it over. I'll turn it over to Bruce Griffin.
Presenting the awards for the men's 100-yard freestyle, Coach Ryan Woodruff from Lynchburg. Finishing 16th, Connor Hogan, South St. Cloud. 15th, Nolan Miller, Champaign County. 14th, David Mayer from Woodson. 13th, Shane Eckler, Ridley. 12th, Sam Lorenz, Schrader. 11th, Peter Horan, Regional Y, Western Connecticut. 10th, Carlos Hidalgo, York. Winner of the B final, Garrett Gould, Greater Somerset County. Finishing in 8th place, Camden Taylor, Rock River Valley. Slenderman. 7th, Luke Niebrick, Rowan. 6th, Ben Seisma, Rapid Area. 5th, Preston Kessler, Indiana County. 4th, Rob Alexi, Greater Somerset County. 3rd, Daniel Deal, Cumberland, Maryland. 2nd, Roman Jones, Fanwood, Scotch Plains. And your 2023 national champion and new national record holder in the men's 100 freestyle from Lynchburg, Brendan Whitfield. New national record tying 42.6.
Brendan Whitfield, 42.67. National champion with a new national record. Next up would be our women's 100 breaststroke. Our championship record 1:00:24, set back in 2016. Megan Small from York. National records 59.18. Latia Sims from Bounds, Alabama. B final. Lane number 1, Amelia Betancourt, 52nd last year from Lowe's. Lane number 2, Gabby Gustin, 22nd last year, 4th in the 2 breast from YMCA Chippewa Valley. Lane number 3 is Fran Hunt, 15 years old from Boise, Idaho. Lane number 4, she was 8th in the 100 free, Mackenzie Headley. She won this event last year from Farmington Valley, Connecticut. Lane number 5, Giona Lavarini, 26 last year, 8th in the 2 breast from Butler counties. And 5, lane number 6, Julia Herbert from Regional Y, Western Connecticut. Lane number 7, Mac Thomas, 17th last year in this event from Racine. Lane number 8, Delaney Franklin, 4th last year in this event, 10th in the 4IM from Greater Spartanburg. So we know Headley just coming out of the 100 free. That's a tough double, but Thomas now out in 29.66. Your early leader. As they work their way back on this last 25, here comes Headley up there in lane number 7 also. That's Mac Thomas trying to chase down a C final. And it will be Julia Herbert. I love it. Julia Herbert sneaks in out of lane 6. She comes back in a 33.09, goes 1:03.06. Julia Herbert. Didn't see that coming. I looked down at my splits here briefly. Great shot of Julia. Great swim right there. Followed by Mac Thomas and then Mackenzie Headley. So 1:03.06 for Julia Herbert from the Regional Y of Western Connecticut. And she came in at 1:05.30, so that's a big drop. Almost 2.3 seconds for Herbert. So here come our championship finalists, being led by Peyton Scott from Indiana County. She'll be swimming out of lane number 1. I'll let Bruce take us through the introductions.
This is the A final. Let's meet them. Lane number 1 from Indiana County, Peyton Scott. Lane number 2, 6th in this event last year, already 2nd in the 100 back, 4th in the 200 IM, 5th in the 100 fly, and part of 2 national championship relays from Schrader, Elena Berlin. Lane 3, she finished 9th in the 200 breaststroke last year, 6th in the 200 breaststroke this year. She'll be a Commodore at Vanderbilt in 2024. Fanwood Scotch Plains, Emily Constable. Top qualifiers in lane number 4, already winner of the 50, second in the 100 fly, second in the 200 IM. She'll be a Longhorn in the fall. From Champaign County, Angie Coe. Lane number 5. First in the 200 breaststroke last year, third in this event last year, already this week. Second in the 200 breast, fifth in the 200 IM. She'll be a volunteer in the fall. From Schrader, Tori Brostowitz. In lane number 6, fifth in this event last year, sixth in the 200 breaststroke this week. She'll be a Boilermaker in the fall. Shout out to her mom, Greater Somerset County's Megan Sharma. Lane number 7, national champion in the 200 breaststroke this week from Piedmont, Sarah Surjak. And in lane number 8, she was a finalist in this event last year. She'll be part of the Blue Hens, University of Delaware in the fall from Greater Susquehanna Valley, Brenna Ross. This is the A final.
Here's your championship final for the women's 100 breaststroke. Center of the pool, Angie Coe. Won the 50 free last night. Second in the 2 IM, third in the 100 fly this week. Champaign County, Illinois. She was 101.43 earlier today. The national record 100.24. 28.66 is your record split. And she was 28.60 going out earlier today. So we'll keep our eye on Coe. Also Brostowitz in there in lane number 5, third in this event last year. So Brostowitz was second in the 2 breasts this week. But Coe is your early leader. She's 28.20 under the national record pace. 28.66 is your national record pace. And that's quicker than she was this morning. She's 0.6 faster than she was this morning. She's trying to get below that 101 mark. Try to break through there. The national record of 100.24. She's really got to pick up the pace now. Angie Coe going for her second national title. Can she get there under 100? 100.22 is a new championship meet record takes down Megan Small's record from 2016. We know how good Megan Small was and had a great career at Tennessee. So my goodness, we are breaking national records left and right here. Angie Coe takes down the championship record. Wow, 100.22. She's soon to go under that 100 mark. Tori Brostowitz goes 101.46. Emily Constable 101.82. So real good swims right there. Good drops tonight for all 3 of those swimmers. Berlin at 102.23 also took a drop. So very nice in that championship final. My goodness, Angie Coe. Great swim right there. And here we are in our C final. Out of lane number 1, Layla Welsh, called last year from Piedmont. Lane number 2 is Zoe Davis from Lakeland Hills. Lane number 3, Molly Yacoviello, 5th in the 200 breast from York and York County. Grace Hunt is in 4, 36th in this event last year, 3rd in the 2 breast. She's 15 years old from Spartanburg. Lane number 5, Caroline Byers, 16th last year from Greater Spartanburg. Lane number 6 is Evie Blenner, 19th last year from Woodson. Karis Francis is in lane 7 from Woodson. And in lane number 8, Casey Sanders, 23rd in the 200 breast from Farmington Family. So that is your lineup in your C final. See how they do tonight. Your top seed in here was from Greater Spartanburg, 104.60 is Grace Hunt, right next to her teammate, training partner. 104.79 coming in was Caroline Byers. And it's Yaki Bello. She's out first in a 29.87. She was 30.52 earlier today. Yacoviello, 5th in the 2 breast. Down here in lane number 3, pops up. Keep your eye on lane number 2. Here comes Zoe Davis from Lakeland Hills. Yakoviello holding off the field. Great swim. Dad is probably singing somewhere. She goes 103.80. Great swim right there for Molly Yakoviello. 103.80 takes the B final. And she's followed by Zoe Davis and then Caroline Byers. D final up next. Grace Curtis from Upper Mainline, 14 years old and 1. Riley Dolan from Upper Mainline, 15 years old. Lane number 3 is Reese Riley, 15 years old from Blue Ash, Cincinnati, Ohio. Hadar Miller, 15 years old from Upper Mainline. So Upper Mainline has 3 15 and unders in this heat. Lane number 5, Amy Hu from Schrader. Lane number 6, Babette Bradley from Champaign County. Lane number 7, Scout McQueen from Woodson. And then lane number 8, Kira Carmella from Westchester. A couple 14-year-olds in there in 7. Nice swim so far. We'll see where they are on their splits. And Amy Hu from Schrader, she's out first. And Amy Hu out 30.20. A little bit faster than she was this morning. Now moving up. Hadar Miller. So here comes Miller. Miller was 105.58 this morning. Can she get that time under that? And she does. She goes 105.05 for Hadar Miller. Miller followed by Riley Reese at 105.61. And then Amy Hu goes 105.65. So real good swims there in our D final. The future of our women's breaststroke. And Bruce will now take you through the awards for the women's 100 breaststroke. At the top of the podium will be Angie Coe, our new national record holder. She was 1:00:22. As I mentioned, her split going out 28:20, split coming back 32:02. Very impressive. Brostowitz also had an impressive swim there. Drop from the morning. But great job for the ladies in the 100 breaststroke. And I'll turn it back over to Bruce as he'll take you through these top 16 results.
Presenting the awards for the women's 100-yard breaststroke, Coach Will Barker from Champaign County, Illinois. Finishing 16th, Amelia Betancourt from Lowe's. 15th, Gianna Lavarini, Butler County. 14th, Delaney Franklin, Greater Spartanburg. 13th, Gabi Augustin, YMCA the Chippewa Valley. 12th, Fran Hunt from Boise. 11th, Mackenzie Headley, Farmington Valley Branch. 10th, Matt Thomas, Racine. And winner of the B final, Julia Herbert, Regional YMCA of Western Connecticut. Finishing in 8th place, Brenna Ross, Greater Susquehanna Valley. Seventh, Peyton Scott, Indiana County. 6th, Megan Sharma, Greater Somerset County. 5th, Sarah Surjak, Piedmont. 4th, Alana Berlin, Schrader. 3rd, Emily Constable, Fanwood, Scotch Plains. 2nd, Tori Brostowitz, Schrader. And your 2023 national champion and new national record holder from Champaign County, Angie Coe. Winning time 1:00.22. Congratulations, ladies.
1:00.22 for Angie Coe. Winning the 50 free and winner of the 100 breast. Don't see that very often. Very versatile, Angie Coe, in these sprints. Great job right there. Final event now up, and this will be our men's 100 breaststroke. National and championship record 51:59. Maxwell McHugh from Door County. He's also an NCAA champion in this event. Heat number 1, or B final, will be Aaron Lee in lane number 1 from Greater Monmouth. He was 24th in the 2 breast. Carter Mell, 68th last year from Pocono Families in 2. James Lombardi, 23rd last year from Greater Monmouth in 4. Alex Boward, 72nd last year from Indian County, 7th in the 2 breast. Lombardi was 8th in the 2 breast. Kaylin Ambar, 2nd in the 2 breast from New Canaan. He was 12th in this event last year. He's in 5. Max Connolly, 61st last year, 12th in the 2 breast from Lakeland Hills in 6. Lane 7 is Jack Smith, 21st last year, 6th in the 2 breast from Piedmont. Lane number 8, Angus McDonald, 3rd in the 2 breast from Birmingham. So down here in lane number 1, here comes Aaron Lee right in front of us from Greater Monmouth. Aaron Lee out in a 25:51 for Aaron Lee. He was 26:76 earlier. See if he'll be able to hold off the rest of the field. Here they come in the center of the pool. Lee, still your leader. Needs a good turn, had to have a good push, and he did. My goodness, outside smoke for Aaron Lee. And he'll win the B final. Lee goes 55:01 for Aaron Lee. He came in 55:73 to the meet, 56:77 this morning. He goes 55:01 tonight. Great swim for Aaron Lee from Greater Monmouth. Awesome swim. There you got Lee, and then Ballard 55:63, and Max Connolly finishes up 55:64. Those are your top 3 finishers. Next up is our championship final. Runner up from last year, Ethan Schwab in there. Here comes Max Moore. He'll be leading the parade out. He'll be swimming out of lane number 1. And here's
This is the A final, men's 100-yard breaststroke. Let's meet him. Lane number 1, he finished 60th, 6-0 in this event last year. Already 5th in the 200 breaststroke this week from Piedmont, Max Moore. Lane number 2, 6th in this event last year, already 4th in the 200 breast, 19th in the 200 IM this week. He'll be a Buckeye this fall. Jackson Community, Ohio's Luke Vickers. Lane number 3, already 3rd in the 200 IM, 10th in the 200 breast, 11th in the 100 fly. He'll be a Nittany Lion at Penn State in the fall. Western Wahoo's Alex Karahalis. Fastest seated time, already a national champion in the 200 breaststroke, 4th in the 200 IM. He'll swim for the University of Michigan in the fall. Birmingham Blue Dolphins, Ethan Schwab. Lane number 5, 34th in this event last year. From Kennebec Valley, Ian Fournier. Lane 6, already 9th in the 200 breast. From Oshkosh, Drew Gerthoffner. Lane number 7, 3rd in this event at long course, already 19th in the 200 breaststroke. From down east Maine, Nick Partridge. Lane number 8, 36th in this event last year. Already 10th in the 200 breaststroke, 24th in the 400 IM. He'll be part of the Coast Guard Academy in the fall. From Countryside, John Coletta.
Well, there's John Coletta. He'll be part of that Coast Guard Academy. This is your championship final, men's 100-yard breaststroke. Ethan Schwab, center of the pool. He was the only guy under 55 coming in out of this morning's heats. Schwab's seed time was 54.04. I'm sure he's trying to break through that 54 mark. And they're in. Schwab was out in 25.58. He'll need to be right around that 25 flat, hopefully, if he can make it through. But good even field right through that 25 wall. And there's Schwab, center of the pool. On the other side, Ian Fournier. He was 34th last year. Down here in lane number 2, Luke Vickers, 6th last year. And Vickers in 2nd. Schwab out in 25.56, just below his time from this morning by 2 100ths. So trying to chase him down, Ian Fournier from Kennebec, 16 years old. Also down here in lane number 2, Luke Vickers. Vickers from Jackson Community, 4th in the 200 breast, but here comes Ethan Schwab, a little closing speed, and it'll be Schwab at 54.40. So pretty good swim right there for Ethan Schwab. And then followed by Luke Vickers at 54.75, and Ian Fournier finishes up 3rd at a 55.15. So nice swim there for Schwab. And the other gentleman had a couple drops there for Fournier, and then Vickers. Great swim, gentlemen. Next up will be our C final. And swimming out of lane number 1 from Cheshire, PJ Gauthier. Lane number 2, Tyler McGee from Fanwood Scotch Plains. Lane number 3 is Mason Green, 30th last year in this event from Boyertown. Lane number 4 is Will Parker, 28th last year from York and York County. Lane number 5, Mark Brown, 51st last year from Greensboro. Lane number 6 is Max Ayers from Triangle. Lane number 7, Patrick McKillop, 18th in the 2 breast from Birmingham family. And in lane number 8, Caden Fada, 18th in the 200 breast from York and York County. And your fastest split going out this morning was 26.50, and that was Carter Now. I'm sorry, was 26.66. So it is tonight a 26.32 for Will Parker. So he was that fastest split going out. Parker was 26.66 earlier today. So he's about 0.3 of a second ahead of where he was this morning. These guys are trying to get through that 57 barrier. They all came in at 56. You got to pick up the pace here. And Max Ayers looks pretty good. And it will be Max Ayers. He goes 57.09 from Yoda. So Max Ayers takes the C final, followed by Will Parker and then Tyler McGee. And good shot of Max Ayers right there from Yoda. And we'll work through our D final next. This will be our final individual heat of the night before we get to the relays. Lane number 1 will be Milo Stefanowicz from Greater Monmouth. Lane number 2, Mason Gaylord from Sage. Lane number 3, Seth Morgan, 14 years old from Rocky Mount. Lane number 4, Connor Johnson from Lakeland Hills. Lane number 5, Nicholas Lumen from Rapid Area. Lane number 6, Jack Paul from Schrader. Lane number 7, Beckett Jones from Upper Palmetto. And lane number 8, Tanner Trustin from Oshkosh. So Paul's off first. Reaction time of .59. Pretty good. We'll see where Johnson is, center of the pool. Johnson was 27.72 earlier today. He's out first right now. Let's see if he can bring it home. But he's out in 26.83. He was 27.72 earlier. He's about 0.4 of a second ahead of Nicholas Lumen. Lumen from Rapid Area, Johnson from Lakeland Hills, New Jersey. Pretty good turn right there for Johnson. Absolutely looking good. There's a head-on shot. Johnson taking over this field. He was 26.83 going out. He's 30.19 coming back, goes 57.02 for a good time for Johnson. He came in to meet with a 57.49. So that 57.02 lifetime best. Great swim right there for Connor Johnson, followed by Jack Paul at a 58.44 and Nicholas Lumen at a 58.84. Great swim. So a couple of lifetime best right there, Lumen and Johnson. Looking for Jack Paul through my list here. He was 58.71 coming into the meet. He's 58.44 tonight. So looks like a lifetime best for those three boys as they finish up. There's your future breaststrokers. Great swims. We'll take a 5-minute break before we start the relays. We are pretty much right on schedule. This session should end around 8:28. Bruce will be taking us through the awards, and that will begin momentarily. I'll turn it right over to Bruce right now, and then we'll be back and we'll have a 5-minute break to stage the relays.
Presenting the awards for the men's 100-yard breaststroke, Peter Enoch, Blue Dolphins. Finishing in 16th, Angus McDonald from Birmingham. 15th, Carter Mwing, Pocono. 14th, Jack Smith from Piedmont. 13th, James Lombardi, Greater Monmouth. 12th, Kaylin Anbar, New Canaan. 11th, Max Connolly, Lakeland Hills. 10th, Alex Bauer, Indiana County. And winner of the B final, Aaron Lee, Greater Monmouth. Finishing 8th, John Coletta, Countryside. 7th, Max Moore, Piedmont. 6, Nick Partridge, Down East. 5th, Drew Gerthoffner, Oshkosh. 4th, Alexander Karahalis, Western Branch. 3rd, Ian Fournier, Kennebec Valley. 2nd, Luke Vickers from Jackson Community. And your 2023 national champion in the men's 100 breaststroke from Birmingham, Ethan Schwab. Winning time of 54.40.
So 54.40 for Ethan Schwab, followed by Luke Vickers. 3,500s behind him at 54.75, and Ian Fournier from Kennebec Valley. So we're gonna have a 5-minute break. The time is, on my watch, if I can get that to my face, at 7:50. We should begin right around 7:55 for the relay call. Once again, we're streaming live here from the Greensboro Aquatic Center. The staff does a great job of putting this meet on, along with all of our volunteers, 100 volunteers or so in this natatorium throughout the week. But no better place to hold a national championship for our YMCA. We'll be back here this summer for long course, the last week of July, and we hope to see you back here then. Bring your teams down. It's a great long course pool. It's a fast pool. You can see the records being set. A lot of fast swimming going on. So we're back here momentarily. In about 4 minutes, we'll get started with our relays, our last events of the meet. All right, there's the relay call by PA announcer Bruce Griffin. We've heard that done time and time again. It never gets old. Women's 400-yard freestyle relay, your national championship record. 3:19.24, Greater Somerset County set last year. Meisner, Hughes, Thompson, and Mosch. This will be your B final. Swimming out of lane number 1, Potteralla from Cheshire. Lane number 2, Penny from Greater Spartanburg. Ramsey in 3 for Reading. Frank in 4 for Lakeland Hills. Thomas in 5 for Piedmont. Unruh in 6 for Boyertown. McAndrew in 7 for Champaign County. And Bolin in 8, 14 years old, for Westport Weston. And here we go. We'll see where we are. Cheshire off first. Good reaction time right there by Avery Potterella. And out of lane number 5, that is Morgan Thomas. Saw her in the 100 free. She's out zippy tonight. Thomas out from Piedmont. She's out in 23:69. Only one under 24 mark. Big lead right now for Piedmont. Again, this is a locked-in final. We swam the prelims earlier. So Morgan Thomas, they take the lead. Piedmont 49.82 going out. Great swim. Second swimmers in. Bardo in 1. Wilson 2. Gal 3. That's Annie. Dickey in 4. Ismailova in 5. Ajia in 6. O'Donnell 7. And Murray in lane number 8. Piedmont still your leader by a wide margin. Boyertown was only 0.4 of a second behind them coming out of the morning. We may have a few switched over swimmers tonight, swimming for Piedmont in the final. Down here in lane number 2, looks like Spartanburg. Great swim going right now. They are Piedmont at 142.26. Tiernan in 1. Zuvalakis in 2. Istanis in 3. Iman in 4. Smith in 5. Grimm in 6. Bradley in 7. And Ivanovich in lane number 8. But here comes out of lane number 2, Greater Spartanburg, with Eva Tuvalakis trying to chase down Cameron Smith from Piedmont. Also in the mix now, moving up out of lane number 4. That's Lakeland Hills with Evangeline Iman. Up there in lane number 8, having a good swim, Westport Weston with Hope Ivanovich. Oh, anchors away now. O'Leary will be in 1, Vinny 2, Knopf-Snyder 3, Hobbs-Jean 4, Addison 5, Gring 6, Coe 7, and Gusson in 8. But Piedmont out of lane number 5 with Julie Addison trying to hang on. Down here in lane 1, Katrina O'Leary for Cheshire. They're second, 1.17 behind. Now moving up out of lane number 2, Spartanburg with Gardner, Vinny. But Piedmont still your leader. But here comes O'Leary and Vinny. Center of the pool, took a peek, and it will be Piedmont. They go 3:27.10, followed by Lakeland Hills and then Cheshire, Connecticut. Great swim out of your B final. So it is Piedmont with Thomas, Ismailova, Smith, and Addison. They are your B final. 9th place they'll get. And again, it's unofficial until the final results come in. But next up will be your championship final. It'll be Way swimming out of lane number 1 for York and York County. Kim, Banwood Scotch Plains in 2. Holiday, Greater Somerset County in 3. In 4 is Dickinson from Schrader. Truscott for upper main line in 5. Schuster for Laurel East Hartford in 6. Lawrence in 7 for Wyckoff. Abzarni for Greater Monmouth in lane number 8. So here is your championship final for the women's 400-yard freestyle. A lot of excitement in the auditorium tonight. Big crowd once again. Y Nats always draws a big crowd, short course and long course, for these young athletes. Put in the work. Here we go. Final event for the women. Final heat. And again, your record of 319. Really tough to get to tonight. Schrader comes in at 326. So let's see where they are as we move through this event. Up there in lane number 7, Katie Lawrence looks to be out first. We'll see. Down here also in lane number 1, we've got Emily Way, upper main line. Oh, it is Wyckoff up there in lane number 7 with Katie Lawrence. Katie was out in a very fast 23.74, and she'll put Wyckoff in the lead, the early lead. She's about a body length ahead of everybody. Let's see what she goes going out. She's 49.75, huge swim. Coming back in 26.01 for Katie Lawrence. In the water right now. Lane number 1 is Snyder, 2 is Logan, 3 Maltsev, 4 Art, 5 Langanelli, 6 Paluska, 7 Lee, and 8 is Crawl. But now coming back out of lane number 4, here comes Schrader with Lucy Art having a great meet. Very good freestyle, Lucy Art. Still holding down first. Up there in lane number 7, Wyckoff with Isabel Lee in the pool. But here comes Schrader. And also out of lane number 5, upper main line, Langanelli. Down here in 2, also Claire Logan. It's still Wyckoff. Pretty good split right there, though, for Wyckoff's Isabel Lee. In the water right now. Lane 1 is Eckert, 2 is Sherratt, 3 is Bull, 4 is Berlin, 5 is Robinson, 6 Cudlack, 7 Rourke, and 8 Kennedy. Still Wyckoff. And right now, Wyckoff, your leader, by about 0.14 of a second over Schrader. And then here comes upper main line. Schrader now taking the lead, I think, just off that bulkhead turn. Upper main line battling it out for third with lane number 2, Fanwood Scotch Plains, and lane number 1, York. And now it is Schrader. So Schrader, then Wyckoff, then with Fanwood Scotch Plains anchors in. It's Falconer in 1. Ritter in 2, Thompson 3, Broskowitz 4, Fulton in 5, Cudlack 6, Wolf 7, and Bendakis in lane number 8. Schrader, 2:55. Heading for home. Not far off the record, but they've got a ways to go. It was a 3:19. But look at Wyckoff hanging in there, but here comes Umley. They're at 3:21.81 for the victory. Wyckoff finishes second at 3:23.75. Great anchor leg for Wyckoff with Jesse Wolf, 15 years old, on the anchor. Upper mainline finishes in third at 3:23.84. But your national champion unofficially, Schrader, as they go 3:21.81. Real good swim. And now up next, final event, will be the men's 400-yard freestyle relay. Your national record, 3:00.22 set, 3:00.22 set last year by Thomas Heilman, Will Brown, Cross, and King from Piedmont. Your national record is 2:58.36. Schrader set it in 2021. Gandaria, Mulemans, Aslim, and Miller. Here is your lineup. Zarturitsky in lane number 1 for Cheshire. Williams in lane number 2 for Champaign County. Spetz in 3 for Pal Crosley Jr. the Tiger Sharks. Turnus in lane 4 for Greater Spartanburg. Wable in lane 5 for Fanwood Scotch Plains. Johnson in lane 6 for Lakeland Hills. Mole in lane 7, or Mal, I'm sorry, it's Mole in lane 7 for Upper Main Line. And in lane number 8, Edwards from Greensboro. So there's your lineup for your B final. On the men's side, 400-yard freestyle relay. Center of the pool, Greater Spartanburg, they come in 3:05.56 off the prelims. And next to them, Fanwood Scotch Plains at a 3:06.75. Everybody else in that 3:07 range. Greensboro 3:08.03. So down here in lane 2, out pretty quick, Aiden Williams from Champaign County. Also down here in lane number 1, Damian Sartorsky. And Fanwood Scotch Plains, center of the pool, 21:86 going out is Owen Wable. Wable, your early leader for Fanwood Scotch Plains. In lane number 5. And it will be Fanwood Scotch Plains by 2/10 over Cheshire and 0.76 of a second over Champaign, Illinois. Second swimmers in. Gauthier in 1, Card 2, Myers 3, Bracall 4, Jones 5, Voss 6, Richards 7, and Rockin' 8. Fanwood Scotch Plains at 106.43, 20.088 going out on that 50 for Roman Jones. Wow. They throw Roman Jones second. Big lead right now. Look at Jones. We'll have to take a look at that split. My goodness, that's got to be low 43 or 42. 129.29 under national record pace. Gauthier in 1, Miller 2, Gibbons 3, Smiley 4, Frank 5, Markowitz 6, Warner 7, and Nye in 8. So it's still Fanwood Scotch Plains, followed by Pal Crosley in lane number 3. And in lane number 4, here comes Spartanburg. My goodness. Roman Jones. I'll be checking that split out. That 100 split was very zippy. We'll look at that throughout and see where that falls on the relay split. Fanwood Scotch Plains with 100 to go. They're at 2:16.31, followed by Pal Crosley, 3 seconds behind them. And then and then Lakeland Hills in third. They were just over 3 seconds behind. Anchors in right now. Booth in 1, Miller 2, Sylvester in 3, Jordan 4, Kavanaugh 5, Bachelor 6, Stoltz 7, and Gray in 8. But Fanwood Scotch Plains, New Jersey, 25 to go. Colin Kavanaugh in the water. Looks like they'll take the B final. Fight for second between lane number 2, Champaign County, and up there in lane 6, that is Lakeland Hills. So Champaign County closes fast, as does Lakeland Hills. But they're all behind Fanwood Scotch Plains, who goes 3:02.65. And Champaign, Illinois, 3:04.97. And Lakeland Hills at 3:05.35. Great swimming right there in your B final. Next up, our final heat of the meet. And we've got Eckler in 1 for Ridley. Hidalgo in 2 for York and York County. Ice Shot in 3 for Triangle. Gould in 4 for Greater Somerset County. Renard in 5 for Greater Monmouth. For Schrader, it's Sullivan in 6. Whitfield, we'll keep our eye on Brendan Whitfield. He's in 7 for Lynchburg. And David King for Piedmont is in lane number 8. Whitfield just broke that national record earlier tonight. Whitfield went 42, I think it was 42.7 earlier tonight. What will he do tonight? We just saw Roman Jones throw down. I can't wait to see all the splits come my way after this event is scored. That'll be something to take a quick peek at before we present the awards. And here they're off. Wow. Whitfield up there in lane number 7. You can already see him. His feet are already at the bulkhead. Center of the pool. Also out of lane 4, Garrett Gould. It's Gould out first at 20.7. Lynchburg second at 20.83. Whitfield taking a look over the ropes. I think you can see Gould. There's a pretty quick turn right there. Here comes Whitfield, but Gould nice off that turn wall. So here comes Whitfield. He pops a 43.37, 43.88 for Garrett Gould. Couple of great swims right there. Kennedy in 1, Welker 2, Blake 3, Alexi 4, Wilkins 5, Lorenz 6, Gordon 7, and Brown in 8. So your leader right now, Somerset County with Rob Alexi, center of the pool. Alexi gets out in 20.53. Big swim right there, 20.82. For Schrader, Sam Lorenz, 20.90 for Nathan Weckler. Going out in that 50, coming back for Rob Alexi. He was 23.04. That's your fastest split coming back. So Greater Somerset County, your leader, but here comes Schrader. Poole in 1, Wade 2, Ayers 3, Iturbe Casano 4, Kunzel in 5, Lapine 6, and Guides Wides in 7, and Wang in 8. Here comes Schrader. They're only half a second behind Greater Somerset County. Enrique Iturbe Casano trying to hold on, trying to hold Owen Wids' back. It's going to be close as we finish off. Coming up on the anchor leg, Somerset County, your leader by a half a second at 2:13.85. Just over the national record pace. Kudafaris in 1, Parker 2, Paleocrassus 3, Barnacle in 4, Condon 5, Strass 6, Mills 7, and Easton in 8. Still Somerset County. They're at 2:35.30. Their anchor in, Kenny Barnacle, now taking the lead. Hits his final wall. Here comes Kenny Barnacle. Place is going crazy for Greater Somerset County. Down here in lane 1, you keep your eye on Ridley and Shane Eckler. My goodness, good swim right there for Somerset County. They go 2:59. Wow. They break the championship record of Piedmont from last year. So Greater Somerset County, 2:59.07. Schrader in at 3:00.40, and Ridley goes 3:01.14, another record. That's Greater Somerset County with Kenny Barnacle, 15 years old, on the anchor. They break the championship record and go first time in this pool, championship record for a Y team, under 3 minutes. Great swim. So here we go with the women's awards. We'll bring them out here momentarily. Let's see what some of those splits are. on the anchor. Upper main lines, Alexa Fulton was 49.62. Emily Thompson was 49.40 on the anchor for Greater Somerset County. Just looking at some of the fastest splits here on the women's side, where your champion was Schrader. And here they go. Once again, a great job by our PA announcer, Bruce Griffin. Held up all week, 5-day meet. D finals. Always plays the great music, gets the crowd into it. 100th centennial celebration of YMCA short course swimming. Started in 1923, and here we are in 2023. Absolutely fantastic meet. We'll have the final scores after these relays are presented on both the men's and women's side and the combined team score. You can get all that information off of Meet Mobile. We'll let Bruce take you through here on the women's 400 freestyle relay results. Top 16. We are just a tad behind the schedule. And here come the men's results. Let's see, I just want to see something here. So Roman Jones was 43.74 in that B final on the men's side. Looks like the fastest split was Rob Alexi. Looks like he was 43.57 for Somerset County. I'm just looking over the men's splits right now as the women come out. Went over the women's splits earlier. But Rob Alexi had a big swim there. And I think he is our split king. As I look through these, 43.88 for Garrett Gould on the leadoff. That is your quickest leadoff. Yeah, 43.74 for Roman Jones in that B final. Really put Fanwood Scotch Plains out of touch there in that B final. So here are your women's top 16. I'm going to let Bruce take it through. I'm going to sign off on my end, but thank you for listening all week and viewing our 2023 National YMCA Short Course Swimming Championships. I'm Bob McDowell. Hope to see you this summer at Long Course. Stay tuned for these final 16 awards on the women's and the men's side. Bruce will take it through. All the results will be available and are available on Meet Mobile. We'll also take you through the team. Thanks for listening. Have a great evening, and we'll see you again next year and hopefully this summer at Long Course.
Presenting the awards for the women's 400-yard freestyle, a member of the Schrader coaching staff. Finishing in 16th, Redding and Burks. 15th, Westport Weston. 14th, Champaign County, Illinois. 13th, Boyertown. 12th, Greater Spartanburg. Finishing 11th, Cheshire. Finishing 10th, Lakeland Hills. And winner of the B final, Piedmont, Virginia. Finishing in 8th, Greater Monmouth County. Finishing 7th, York County. Finishing 6th, Laurel, East Hartford. Finishing 5th, Fanwood, Scotch Plains. Finishing 4th, Greater Somerset County. In 3rd, Upper Main Line. Finishing 2nd, Wyckoff. And your 2023 national champions, the women's 400-yard freestyle relay, team of Ann Dickinson, Lucy Art, Alana Berlin, Tori Brostowitz, Schrader, Wisconsin. Winning time, 3:21.81. Congratulations, ladies. Men's relays, please report. All men's relays, please report. Presenting the awards for the men's 400-yard freestyle, Coach Mary Corey, Greater Somerset County. Finishing in 16th place, Greensboro, North Carolina. Finishing 15th, Cheshire. '14th, Upper Main Line, Pennsylvania. Finishing 13th, the Powell Crosley Y Tiger Sharks. '12th, Greater Spartanburg, South Carolina. Finishing 11th, Lakeland Hills, New Jersey. 10th, Champaign County, Illinois. Winner of the B final, Fanwood Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Finishing in 8th place, Piedmont, Virginia. In 7th, York, Pennsylvania. Finishing 6th, Greater Monmouth, New Jersey. Finishing 5th, Lynchburg, Virginia. Finishing 4th, Yoda, North Carolina. Finishing 3rd, Ridley area, Pennsylvania. In 2nd, Schrader, Wisconsin. Your 2023 national champions with a new championship meet record. Team of Garrett Gould, Rob Alexi, Ricky Iturbe Casano, and Kenny Barnacle, Greater Somerset County. New championship record time, 2:59:07. Congratulations, gentlemen. Team scores are next. Please clear the awards area for the team awards. Please clear the awards area for the team awards. Please clear the awards platforms. Please clear the awards platforms. Please clear the award platform. Thank you. Please clear the awards platform. Final results in the women will recognize the top 3. Here are the top 10. Finishing 10th, Lakeland Hills, 129. Finishing 9th, Piedmont, 155. Finishing 8th, Wyckoff, 161.5. Finishing 7th, Greater Spartanburg, 165. Finishing 6th, Cheshire, Connecticut, 172. Finishing 5th, York, Pennsylvania, 253. Finishing fourth, Fanwood Scotch Plains, 254. Your top three to the podium, finishing third in the women, Upper Main Line with 300. Finishing second with 320 points, Schrader, Wisconsin. And your 2023 women's team champions with 362 points, Greater Somerset County, New Jersey. Congratulations, Greater Somerset County, our women team champions. Top 10 teams for the men, top 3 to the podium. Finishing 10th, Birmingham, 147. 9th, Lakeland Hills, 151. 8th, York, Pennsylvania, 178. 7th, Greater Monmouth County, 187. 6th, Fanwood Scotch Plains, 195. 5th was Yoda, 207. Finishing 4th, Lynchburg, 273. Finishing 3rd on the men to the podium with 276 points, Schrader, Wisconsin. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Schrader, Wisconsin, 3rd for the men. Finishing in second place with 295 points, Greater Somerset County. Thank you, gentlemen. And your 2023 men's team champions with a score of 320 points, Piedmont, Virginia. Congratulations to Piedmont Family Y, our men's champions. Top 10 teams on the combine. Finishing 10th, Yoda, 241. 9th, Greater Monmouth County, 242. 8th in the combined, Lynchburg, 273. 7th, Lakeland Hills, 280. Finishing 6th, Upper Main Line, 316. Finishing 5th, York, Pennsylvania, 431. Finishing 4th, Fanwood Scotch Plains, 449. Top 3 teams to the podium. Finishing 3rd in the combined, Piedmont, Virginia, 475 points. Finishing 2nd in the combined, Schrader, Wisconsin, 596 points. And your 2023 combined team champions with a score of 657 points, Greater Somerset County, New Jersey.